Hi guys, this is Zoro. Today we are inside the house because of the lockdown due to the COVID-19. Before we started with the knife, I've got some axes to show on you guys, and those are my two main axes. I've got some other one. I have had in the past the Ultra Force. I have tried Grand for Brooks, Wetterlings. I have got some Eastwing, which you can see in my channel. And yes, but as today, those two are my favorite. And sometimes, especially when I use the big chopper, the 10-inch blade, I have always got some comments on my video. Use an axe. The axe is better for split wood, for cut wood, especially on such large trees. I've got axes. I've got three chainsaw, and I like it. I use it, but they are not my passion. Okay, my main interest and my main focus is always about knife, and yeah, my passion is about knife. So I've got axes, as you guys can see. This one, the head is 3.5 kilograms, and I use it to split woods and in my house. This one is a little bit little. It's a forge classic, very old. I have made myself this handle in hickory, and it's convex grind, convex sharp to zero by myself, and it's very heavy, but the size is not too much big. You can take with you in the car if you want, in some camp task, but I prefer to use knife because a 10-inch blade knife goes well in your backpack, in your pack, and it's light, is more capable of doing some light wood tasks, such as cutting some little branches for your camp task, so to use it as a machete. But a good 10-inch blade can also cut very well big piece of wood, as you guys have already seen in some other videos. And it's more light, it's more the steel is better. There are knives in some of the better steel in the world. Instead, the axes are always carbon steel, simple carbon steel, and so the edge holding is better on the knife, and you can use it for long times before you have to sharpen it. And the knife, also the big one, can also use for little task, such as uh, some fire start task in the wood, and also to also the sides and the heavy of the knife for me, because I always use knife. I'm more used to it, you know. I am more comfort. I have more comfort to use a big knife than this sort of tool, the axe, which is great. It's super great. This sort of piece like this are not even a challenge for this axe. So very easy to split the wood. As I was saying, the axe is super nice for split the wood, but it's not my main focus. Okay. So now let's go to the knife part. Today we have a challenge between two of my favorite knife, the one which is the Apocalypse. This one is the DBK edition, which is convex to 0. It's in elmax. This is the third version of the Apocalypse made by TRC. Elmax steel, convex to 0, very thick on the spine, very good balance, very well finished. This one is the Busse Razor. This one is the 2008 special edition, and this one is in infi steel, which is an house 8 modified steel. It's convex also to 0 on the edge. This is the corrugated bevel technology made by Busse to create some air space when you are doing some cut, to cut better. It's the same concept as some Japanese blades such as the Santoku used in kitchen. So the corrugated bevel technology should help the knife in some cutting task. The sides are very similar, the weight are very similar, the thickness is different. The Apocalypse is more thick on the spine, and the handle is micarta, very similar construction, 3 pins, very similar micarta. It's little different on the color, but it's almost the same micarta handle. The finger choil. The L razor has a very nice shape to put your thumb right here, and also the Apocalypse has a very nice shape. The point is more thick on the Apocalypse. Those are two very well made knives. I'm a very fan of the Apocalypse, but I also like the El Razor, which I have for almost 10 years right now. I like it very much. So let's go and do some cut with it. We will start with the Busse El Razor. There is a notch right here. Let's go on the notch. Okay. Very well. This is super sharp. It actually was sharp by Gert Reckner, which is a guy who works for Busse some years ago, because I have got some edge issues on this knife. Okay. Let's go with some other piece, always with the Busse razor. The thickness of the wood. same piece of wood. Let's go with the Apocalypse. They are quite good, very similar. Also the Apocalypse is very sharp, very strong tip. Very strong big tip. Let's see. Okay, so let's try to cut this piece of wood right here with the Apocalypse. Let's go right here between two holes. Okay, it breaks. Let's go. Same wood with the Busse razor. Okay. Now let's cut some branches. Busse razor. Very clean cut. Let's go. Let's see if we can break this piece right here with the Apocalypse. Okay. Come on. Okay. Let's go with the razor. Okay. So, very nice. Let's go on what I think about these two knives. Those two are some very top hand type of knife with very good steel. I like very much the Apocalypse. I also like the Busse because I have it for almost 10 years, so I like it very much. The bevel and the thickness made the Busse a better slicer, so it's a little bit better for those cutting tasks. But the Apocalypse is more thick on the spine, which is better for split wood and for this sort of things. It's also very good in chopping, but the thickness on the spine don't allow the blade to go very deep in the wood, you know. The convex is a very good grind for splitting wood, and is also, in my opinion, especially the convex edge, the better bevel for chopping wood. But yeah, if the thickness is too exaggerate on the spine, the thickness of the bevel is also, too much for be a good slicer and to have some really good advantages in chopping task. But it's very very good knife, and yeah, those two are very great knives. I think that the Busse is a little bit better, not in splitting wood, but because of the thickness, it's a better slicer. So maybe you have a more all-around sort of tool with the Busse, but the Busse is very difficult to find right now, while the Apocalypse it's uh, it's on the market, so you can buy if you want. Maybe not this one, which is particular because it's the DBK edition convex, but the classic one you can buy it from TRC.com or from some other type of sites such as Lamia or something like that. So um, that's all for today, guys. Hope you like this video and this challenge. And yes, let me know what you think about these two knives and the steel. And let me also know what you think about the eternal challenge, the eternal problem between the axis and the big chopper, which are not these two knives, because these two are 7.7 7.5 7th inch blade length, and with a bigger chopper I mean 10-inch blade. So these two are some very good, very nice camp knife, but are not chopper. So let me know what you think about the challenge between the axe and the big knife. Let me know if you want a video between a big camp knife and my axis, the one which you have already seen in this video. Let me know if you want this sort of video challenge. And yes, that's all for today, and stay safe. Bye guys.